Imagine walking into your living room after a long, exhausting day and instantly feeling your shoulders drop, your breathing slow, and your mind soften. The space feels open. The energy feels gentle. Nothing overwhelms your senses. Instead, the room quietly invites you to rest. In Japan, the living room, no matter how small, is treated as the emotional heart of the home. It is where calmness is cultivated, where balance is restored, and where the mind finds a place to settle. Today you will discover 7 Japanese secrets to make your living room feel calm, even if it's small, busy, or full of daily movement. These habits are simple, deeply intentional, and designed to create emotional peace through your space. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you something. Tell me which country and city you're watching from. I'd love to know and leave you a heart. And don't forget to subscribe and help me reach the goal of 1,000 likes. The first Japanese secret is kanso order, the practice of creating simplicity through intentional objects. In Japanese homes, the living room features only what supports calmness. One plant, one lamp, one simple tray, one soft rug. Everything else is removed or stored. Kanso teaches that your eyes should not have to fight for peace. When the room contains only what is necessary, the mind naturally relaxes. The second secret is breathing space, the art of embracing empty areas. Instead of filling every corner, Japanese design intentionally leaves open space to allow air, light, and energy to flow. An empty corner, a clear wall, a simple layout. These choices give your mind room to breathe. The third secret is Shizen harmony, bringing nature indoors. Plants, wooden textures, bamboo, cotton fabrics, stones, and natural light soften the emotional atmosphere of the living room. Nature regulates your senses and brings grounding energy into the space. The fourth Japanese secret is Hikari soft glow, using warm, gentle lighting instead of harsh overhead lights. Japanese living rooms often rely on lamps, lanterns, and diffused light that creates a soft halo. This type of lighting calms the nervous system and makes the room feel peaceful in seconds. The fifth secret is auto tranquility, reducing noise and creating a quiet rhythm in the space. This includes placing objects gently, choosing soft materials that absorb sound, and removing sources of unnecessary noise. Silence becomes part of the room's identity. The sixth secret is tene movement. Entering and moving through the living room with intention, slow gestures, gentle steps, soft handling of objects, these create a calming rhythm that your body unconsciously follows. And the seventh Japanese secret is Ichinichi reset, a small daily routine that keeps the living room consistently peaceful. This might be folding a blanket, returning items to their place, or straightening a cushion. It is a simple moment of respect for the space that prevents disorder from building and helps maintain emotional clarity. These 7 secrets work together to turn your living room into a calming refuge that supports your emotional well-being. In the next part, we will explore the first 2 Japanese secrets, kanso order and breathing space, in deep detail so you can begin transforming your living room into a peaceful sanctuary today. To make your living room feel calm through Japanese minimalism, the first 2 secrets, kanso order and breathing space, create the structural and emotional foundation of the entire room. These habits determine how your mind reacts the moment you enter the space, how your senses interpret the environment, and how much peace or tension your living room generates. When you apply these 2 principles consistently, your living room begins to feel lighter, more spacious, and emotionally soothing without needing major changes. Let's begin with the first Japanese secret, kanso order. The intentional practice of removing visual noise and keeping only what truly supports calmness. In Japanese design, clutter is not about quantity, it is about impact. Even a few unnecessary items can disrupt the emotional flow of a room. A crowded shelf, a table filled with decorations, or a TV stand covered with random objects creates small but constant stress signals for your brain. Your eyes scan every item, even if you aren't aware of it. Kanso order teaches that simplicity equals peace. The goal is not emptiness, but intention. In many Japanese living rooms, you will find a plant, a soft rug, a cup of tea on a wooden tray, or one meaningful piece of decor. Nothing more. When you reduce visual pressure, you allow your mind to rest. The room feels lighter because your senses aren't fighting for space. To apply Kanso order, start with your most visible surfaces: the coffee table, TV stand, sofa area, and open shelving. Remove anything that does not serve your comfort or your sense of tranquility. Keep only a few items that bring warmth, beauty, or function. Kanso order transforms the living room into a visually quiet environment, and visual quietness is the gateway to emotional calm. The second Japanese secret is breathing space, the art of valuing empty areas. In Western design, empty space is often seen as wasted space. In Japanese design, empty space is the soul of the room. Is the pause between objects, the open corner, the stretch of wall with nothing on it. It is intentional emptiness that allows your eyes to rest and your mind to slow down. When every corner is filled, books, pillows, storage baskets, photos, decorations, the mind becomes overstimulated. But when you leave space intentionally unfilled, the room feels open, airy, and emotionally grounded. Breathing space also influences how energy moves through the living room. A room with too many objects feels blocked, but a room with space feels free. Even a small living room can feel spacious if it embraces To practice remove unnecessary decor from shelves, clear a corner completely, simplify your furniture layout, or let a wall remain bare. Instead of asking, "What can I add here?" ask, "What can I leave untouched?" This shift in thinking transforms the atmosphere instantly. When Kanso order and breathing space work together, the emotional tone of your living room changes dramatically. Visual noise is removed. Empty space brings calm. The room becomes easier to breathe in, easier to move through, and easier to relax in. These two habits create a living room that welcomes you gently, without overwhelming your senses. In the next part, we will explore the third and fourth Japanese secrets, Shizen Harmony and Hikari Soft Glow, two practices that deepen the emotional tranquility of your living room through nature and light. To make your living room feel calm through Japanese minimalism, the next two secrets, Shizen Harmony and Hikari Soft Glow, transform the emotional atmosphere of the room by shaping what you see, what you feel, and how your senses respond the moment you sit down. These habits soften tension, ground your energy, and help your living room become a space that naturally quiets your mind. When applied together, nature and light create one of the most powerful combinations for emotional balance inside the home. Let's begin with the third Japanese secret, Shizen Harmony, the practice of bringing nature indoors to regulate your senses and restore peace. In Japan, nature is treated as a partner in emotional well-being. Even in small apartments, natural elements, plants, wooden furniture, bamboo baskets, linen fabrics, stones, or small branches displayed in minimalist vases are used to make the living room feel alive, warm, and grounded. Nature slows the nervous system. It softens the atmosphere. It adds quiet beauty without overwhelming the space. You don't need many natural elements to feel this shift. A single plant in a corner can change the energy of the entire room. A wooden tray on the coffee table adds warmth. A cotton throw blanket introduces softness. A stone placed near a lamp adds grounding visual weight. These natural textures absorb and reflect light more gently than synthetic materials, making the living room feel calmer and more balanced. Shizen Harmony is also about respecting imperfection. Natural objects often have irregular shapes, soft edges, and organic patterns that help relax your eyes. Nothing sharp, nothing loud, nothing aggressive. Each element quietly tells your senses, slow down. The fourth Japanese secret is Hikari soft glow, the practice of using gentle, warm lighting to create emotional comfort. In Japanese homes, lighting is never an afterthought. It is one of the most important tools for creating calm. Harsh overhead lights overstimulate the brain and trigger alertness. Cold white bulbs create visual tension, making the room feel chaotic even when it's clean. But warm, low, diffused lighting transforms the living room into a peaceful environment instantly. Paper lamps, shoji-style panels, lantern-style shades, or soft amber bulbs create a glow that feels like evening sunlight or candlelight, calming, warm, and emotionally grounding. Instead of lighting the entire room at once, Japanese living rooms often use several small light sources placed in the corners or behind furniture. This reduces shadows, spreads illumination evenly, and makes the space feel soft and welcoming. Hikari's soft glow tells your body that it's safe to relax. It slows your breathing. It reduces stress-related hormones. It turns the living room into a place where your mind can soften and unwind. When Shizen Harmony and Hikari's soft glow come together, they create a living room that feels alive and peaceful at the same time. Nature provides grounding. Light provides emotional softness. Together, they shift the entire room into a state of gentle balance. Even if your living room is small or busy, these two elements can instantly transform its emotional temperature. In the next part, we will explore the fifth and sixth Japanese secrets, Oto tranquility and Teine movement, two practices that reduce tension through sound and movement, helping your living room become a refuge of stillness. To make your living room feel calm through Japanese minimalism, the next two secrets, Oto tranquility and Teine movement, focus on sound and behavior, two elements that silently shape the emotional tone of your home. These habits influence how your nervous system responds to the space, how your body relaxes, and how your mind interprets the environment. When you master sound and movement, your living room becomes not just visually peaceful, but energetically peaceful, an environment where calmness naturally replaces tension. Let's begin with the fifth Japanese secret, Oto tranquility, the practice of softening and controlling the soundscape of your living room. In Japanese homes, sound is treated as a powerful force. Loud noises, even small ones, create micro-bursts of stress. A drawer slamming, objects dropped quickly, chairs scraping the floor, shoes tapping hard against tiles, or electronics at high volume all activate your nervous system more than you realize. Oto tranquility is the antidote. It means moving through your living room in a way that protects silence and reduces noise. This includes closing doors gently, placing objects softly, using coasters to prevent glass clatter, and choosing materials that absorb sound rather than amplify it. Felt pads under chair legs, woven baskets instead of hard bins, soft rugs instead of bare floors. These adjustments create a cushion of quietness. Even lowering the TV volume or turning off unused devices changes the emotional feel of the room instantly. Quietness is not emptiness. Quietness is healing. It allows your mind to slow down. It reduces hidden tension. And it creates an environment where peace becomes the default setting. The sixth Japanese secret is Teine movement, the practice of entering and moving through your living room with gentle intention. Teine means with care and respect, and it reflects a Japanese belief that the way you treat your environment directly affects the energy of the space. Teine movement is not about walking slowly, it is about moving thoughtfully. When you pick up a blanket, you fold it softly. When you sit on the sofa, you settle instead of dropping your weight suddenly. When you place an object on a table, you do it with awareness instead of rushing. These small gestures shift the emotional energy of the living room dramatically. The room begins to feel softer because your movements are soft. The rhythm of the space slows down because you slow down. Just as harsh movements create agitation, gentle movements create serenity. In Japanese homes, teine movement is a way of honoring the home as a living partner. It turns simple actions into rituals of respect. It creates a flow that your senses naturally follow. When auto-tranquility and teine movement work together, they shape the atmosphere of your living room in profound ways. The absence of harsh sound prevents stress from building. The presence of gentle behavior guides the energy towards stillness and comfort. The room becomes emotionally quiet, physically calm, and spiritually balanced. These two habits deepen the peace created by earlier principles like Kanso order, Ma breathing space, Shizen harmony, and Hikari soft glow. In the next part, we will explore the seventh and final Japanese secret, Ichinichi reset, and bring all 7 principles together in a closing message that helps your viewers maintain a living room that feels calm every single day. To make your living room feel calm through Japanese minimalism, the 7th and final secret, Ichinichi reset, acts as the protective layer that preserves all the peace you've built throughout the day. While the previous 6 secrets create visual clarity, emotional softness, natural balance, quietness, and intentional movement, this last principle ensures that your living room never drifts back into chaos. It is the habit that transforms temporary calm into a long-lasting lifestyle. Ichinichi reset means the daily reset, a small ritual practiced in many Japanese homes at the end of the day. Its purpose is not deep cleaning. It is not about perfection. It is about maintenance of emotional clarity. A few minutes of gentle order keep the living room consistently peaceful without requiring major effort. The power of the Ichinichi reset lies in how quickly it restores harmony. In Japanese households, this ritual often includes folding a blanket, straightening a cushion, returning the TV remote to its spot, placing a cup in the sink, or clearing a small surface. These tiny gestures reinforce calmness. They tell your mind, the day has ended, the home is safe, the space is ready for tomorrow. Instead of waking up to a scattered room that instantly raises stress, you wake up to a space that welcomes you with clarity. The Ichinichi reset also protects the emotional atmosphere you've created through Kanso order and Ma breathing space. A room with simplicity and open space only stays peaceful if it's cared for. Disorder accumulates quietly, a book left out, a mug on the table, a sweater thrown on the sofa. These may seem small, but they add up and quickly disrupt the balance. The daily reset prevents this. It keeps visual noise from creeping back in. It preserves the sense of openness that helps your mind settle. When combined with Shizen harmony, Ichinichi reset keeps natural elements looking fresh. Plants stay watered, wooden objects stay dust-free, fabrics stay in place. This consistency strengthens the calming presence of nature inside your living room. When paired with Hikari soft glow, the reset becomes even more powerful. Soft lighting at night naturally encourages gentle, mindful actions. The living room becomes a quiet environment where your final moments of the day slow your breathing, relax your nervous system, and prepare you for restful sleep. With auto-tranquility and teine movement, the daily reset becomes emotionally therapeutic. Moving objects softly, folding blankets with intention, and clearing surfaces slowly create a soothing rhythm that signals to your body that the day is closing. These actions release tension and strengthen your connection to your home. Over time, Ichinichi reset becomes more than a habit. It becomes a relationship with your living room. You care for the space, and the space cares for you. You give it gentle order, and it gives you emotional balance. You maintain its calmness, and it maintains yours. When all 7 Japanese secrets work together, Kanso order, Ma breathing space, Shizen harmony, Hikari soft glow, Oto tranquility, Teine movement, and Ichi-Nichi reset, your living room transforms into a sanctuary that naturally heals your mind each time you enter. It becomes a refuge from noise, stress, and emotional overload, a place where your spirit can soften, a place where your day can begin and end in peace. In the next part, we will bring all 7 principles together in a powerful closing message that will help your viewers apply Japanese minimalism in a way that truly transforms their home and their emotional well-being. A calm living room is not created through decoration, money, or big changes. It is created through intention, rhythm, and presence. The 7 Japanese secrets you've learned: Kanso order, Ma breathing space, Shizen harmony, Hikari soft glow, Oto tranquility, Teine movement, and Ichi-Nichi reset, form a complete system that transforms not only your living room, but also the way your mind feels when you walk through your home. These principles work together to quiet your senses, soften your emotions, and bring balance to your daily life. When you practice Kanso order, you remove what your mind no longer needs to see. You create visual silence. You allow your eyes and thoughts to rest. When you embrace Ma breathing space, you give your room and yourself permission to breathe. You make space for peace to enter. You make room for calmness to grow. Through Shizen harmony, nature becomes your partner in well-being. Plants, wood, natural fabrics, and soft textures reconnect you with stillness and help your nervous system relax. With Hikari's soft glow, light becomes medicine. Warm, gentle illumination transforms your living room into a sanctuary where evenings feel safe, quiet, and emotionally supportive. Through Oto tranquility, you begin hearing the calmness of your home. You reduce noise, protect silence, and create an atmosphere where stress does not have space to grow. With Teine movement, your actions become rituals. Every gesture becomes soft, intentional, and respectful. Your body slows, your breathing deepens, and you move through the living room with care. And finally, Ichi-Nichi reset protects all the peace you build during the day. A few minutes of gentle order keep your living room clear, balanced, and emotionally supportive. Day after day, week after week, when these 7 principles live together in your home, something powerful happens. The living room stops being just a room. It becomes an emotional refuge, a healing space, a quiet moment in the middle of a noisy world, a place where you can sit, breathe, and remember who you are beneath all the stress. Your home becomes a partner in your well-being. It becomes a sanctuary of balance. It becomes a space that supports your heart, your mind, and your daily life. And if this message has touched you, I invite you to subscribe, share this video, and help me continue creating content that brings peace, simplicity, and harmony into homes around the world. Thank you for being here, and may your living room always feel like a soft, calm, and welcoming place.